afternoon, everyone. Welcome to our 2017 campaign headquarters here in scenic downtown Somerville, a town of which I am very, very proud. This is an important election. Now, back when I was in college, there were some courses that you could go through, and if your grades were good enough, you didn't have to take the final exam. But there were others where your entire grade was the final exam, and that's what this election is. We've been out working since April, May, knocking on doors, getting supporters energized, but it all comes down to what happens on Tuesday. They have to go out to the polls and vote for us, or none of this is going to be success for us. So, this kind of a rally is to energize us. Tuesday morning, make sure that everybody you know is up, energized, and going to the polls. So since we have people on a tight schedule, I'm going to introduce my boss, both day and night it seems, but my boss and the chair of the Somerset Democratic Committee, Peg Schaefer.
Hello, Somerset County. So, this is the best headquarters we've ever had, and it's fitting that we would have such a great headquarters. Because we have, from the top of the ticket all the way down, in every single town, the best slate we've ever had. I'm going to have the opportunity shortly to introduce to you a man who really needs no introduction. He's been a friend to this county for a long time, although it took a whole hell of a lot of time to get here this year. But since you all know him, I thought what I would introduce, instead of him, I would introduce you to him. What I want him to know is, you missed that gala for us, Senator? We had 300 people. I know because I wrote the check. And we turned the entire room blue. We actually had lighting, thanks to Darren Russo. We have candidates up and down in every single town. We have 21 towns and 20 elections, and we have candidates in every single one of them. And the Republican Red, called the Burnsville News, endorsed a whole bunch of our candidates. They endorsed Janelle Robinson. They endorsed the candidates from Burns Township, Ruth and Harris. The other thing, they even endorsed the candidate in P-PAC Gladstone Senator. Because of that energy, and to a large extent because of your efforts in Washington, but unfortunately it's also due to that man who shall not be named in the White House. People have come out of the woodwork, and the quality of these candidates, I can put their resumes next to yours, Senator, and that's pretty amazing. You've got, he's a Rhodes Scholar, we've got neuroscientists, engineers, doctors, lawyers, Indian chiefs, all running in this county. And I want everyone here to give our team a round of applause, because that's what the Senator should support. I want everyone to know, this place would be filled if we didn't have 200 people out on the street right now canvassing. And we have a staging location in Hillsborough, we have a staging location in North Plainfield, we have a staging location in Franklin, and that's where another couple hundred people are hanging out. So with that said, since we already know him, I want you to meet Senator Cory Booker. Senator, come down.
You guys have to understand, one of the hardest working party leaders in the entire United States of America. When I crisscross the country for other candidates, I have never seen someone put more of her heart, more of her spirit, more of her passion, more of her hours than Peg does. Would you please just give it up for her leadership? Yay! Oh my gosh! I I mean, she is what I call the most righteous nudge in the world. Because she texts me, she calls me, 2 o'clock in the morning, she's angry. God forbid Rachel Maddow tells her something that gets her all fired up. Then I get just a deluge of Cory this, Cory that. And if like a week goes by and I don't even pass through this county, she's on me saying, look, I know you love bright blue counties, Hudson and Essex. Cory, this is the turning point of New Jersey. This is the ultimate point. When we make this county bright blue, and you all are taking step after step, this will be the county that changes the destiny of the state. And I tell you this, I've been running all around with our 2 gubernatorial, top of the ticket, lieutenant governor and governors. I've been with Bill Murphy's wife, Tammy Murphy. I've been from Camden County. Yesterday up in Fairlawn, Bergen County. I'm about to go join him in Middlesex County. But we talk about this county. This is the hope for not only securing this important election, but talk to a guy who started as a city council person in Newark, New Jersey. I know that you build a great party at the state level, at the national level. You build this great party by winning your local offices, your county elections. There are people here when I was taking selfies telling me, hey, I'm running in a place where they haven't elected a Democrat in decades and decades and decades. Well, I'm telling you this right now. We start picking up seats like that, we're going to go from a party that has lost governor seats and state legislatures. We're going to go back from that to being a party that is actually in seats of power up and down the state and nation that begins to make change. And so I want to thank you all for putting it out there. This is, for me, what it protects the heritage of our country. It protects the specialness of this state. And this is a time that our state is under assault. Literally, where the legislation that's coming out of Washington, or being proposed in Washington, that is targeting New Jerseyans and New Jersey. The health care bill went after New Jersey and some of our most vulnerable people in our state. And by the way, Medicaid is for everybody. The majority of our seniors are using Medicaid. We're a state that sends, there's no state that sends more money to Washington and gets less back. Right. And then they try to take back some of the money we're getting. We used to be a state that spent about $1 billion on charity care here in New Jersey. But because of the Affordable Care Act, we cut that down. Our expenses of our tax dollars, we cut that down to less than half of that. And then they want to go and roll back Medicaid, making us pay more. This tax bill right now that they just proposed is a direct frontal attack on New Jersey. We have had the toughest time with people holding on to their homes in our state. The top foreclosure rate, there are people right now stressing in New Jersey about how they're going to need a mortgage payment. Keep a roof over their families' home head. Stay in the communities they love with great public schools. And now we literally have people who've entered into 30-year mortgages thinking that they can deduct their state and local taxes. Well, this is an assault on our state that's happening right now. And so we as New Jersey more than ever have got to bond together and fight and understand that every election from town council to assemblyman to looking at freeholder seats, every one of these seats is important. And then putting a governor in place that's going to actually take on the tough issues. Here we see the most awful mass shootings, and we try to pass common sense gun safety measures in a bipartisan way in our legislature, but when it gets to our governor's desk, he vetoes it. We need to have a governor that's going to turn and say, I stand for New Jerseyan. I don't care what your party is. When it comes to keeping my state strong, when it comes to keeping my state safe, when it comes to keeping my state affordable, when it comes to great public schools for my school children, when it comes to the seniors retiring with security and dignity, I'm standing for them. And I don't care who you are. Even if you're in the most powerful office in the land and spew out Twitter toxicity, I'm going to stand up to you as well. Yes. And so I'm going to ask everybody here, the guy that knows, when I first ran for city council, it was at this moment that we were still going out on rainy, cold early November days in 1998. My team, I still remember, we were tired. I'm not joking this, I wore through the soles of my shoes. And we were weary, but you know what? When there is, like right now, 53 hours left, we said we're going to continue to knock. And then that time changed. Why do we change the time? I enjoyed the extra hour of sleep, but it's darker earlier, but we still forged ahead. We used to have debates with my campaign team on what's too late to knock. Can we knock on doors till 9 o'clock without people getting mad at us? And we would push it until somebody would get mad at us. And that's what you've got to do in these final hours, because my election was determined. My first city council seat, I pushed the person into a runoff with just a few dozen votes. In fact, that last Sunday, Monday at night were probably the most important. We probably got those few dozen votes that night. And so this is what it's all about. Look, life, I'm sorry, bad things happen to all of us. Life, you don't define who you are by what happens to you. You define who you are by how you respond to it. This is not a time with all that's going on in the world for us to give up or curl up or shut up. It's a time for us to stand up, to speak up, and to continue to act up. Injustice, it's inaction, it's indifference, it's silence. This is the time where we are tested as a state. And I've traveled all over. I was just out in Chicago for 2 of my Senate colleagues that have difficult re-elections in 2018. And it's so amazing to me, this is the first time it's happened in a very long time, that everywhere I'm going, when I take questions, people are asking me about the New Jersey race. Because this race is the first statewide race, us in Virginia, the first statewide races where we get to answer back for what happened last November. There's a whole lot of folks that, number one, are guilty because we had the votes to win in Pennsylvania, we had the votes to win in Michigan, we had the votes to win in Wisconsin. Too many people stayed home, and they know it. And now folks are saying, I'm hurting. I feel angry. What am I doing? Well, we in this state have a chance to do something about it. Not just for ourselves and these incredible folks that are running here in Somerset County. We actually have a chance to be the North Star for the nation right now. We can be the hope and distance, the light in the darkness. We can be the love of this human age. And so I just want to ask everybody here to think about the folks that you are campaigning for. I'm telling you, I've got to know some of these people, and you're right. Like when I meet Zwicker and Pete, I'm like, dear God, this guy, please. I mean, I've got degrees in things like history and sociology, but he's like a scientist for crying out loud. You know, I was with Farman the other day, and he's like, unbelievable person. Poppy, these are incredible leaders that are standing up, and they don't have to do it. In some ways, with the kind of stuff that they're experiencing right now, they're like volunteer victims. But they're standing up because of patriotism. And that's really the theme I want to end on. What does patriotism mean? This is not about a way to demean other people and make you look good. I get suspicious when politicians start taking up patriotism because they're usually accusing another American of not being patriotic when they're doing it. Patriotism literally means love of country. And you can't love your country unless you love your countrymen and women. And love is not... Love is not this sort of being verb. Love is not sitting back and just saying, oh, I love everybody. No. Love, I always tell people, if this country hasn't broken your heart, you don't love it enough. Love hurts, love is vulnerable, love puts it all out there, and love most of all is service and sacrifice. I always tell people, before you tell me about your religion, first show it to me in how you treat other people. Well, before you talk to me about your patriotism and how much you love this country, show it to me in the work and the sacrifice and the service. And what greater sacrifice and service could there be? What greater sacrifice and service could there be than I tell you, I was in Fairlawn last night. I met a 91-year-old World War II veteran. He landed on Omaha Beach. He was angry. He came over to me. He was still angry about the fact that they had he was a combat engineer. He was angry that they had two platoons, a black platoon and a white platoon. And he was still angry to me. He goes, I'm still angry about the segregation. I'm like, sir, that was decades ago. God bless you. But he was there at a local campaign rally at 91 years old to come out and support local candidates. That is patriotism. That is patriotism. And so what I want to ask you to do right now is for all of us to understand that this nation is built from the grassroots up. Our national democracy is built from the local offices, brick by brick, office by office, community by community, county by county. And so my question is what is Somerset County going to say to the nation? When folks are looking at the state of New Jersey, what will this county say? Will they say, hey, we agree with what's going on in Washington right now. Hey, we endorse, we co-sign what's happening from the White House. Will they going to say, no? We are showing here in this country that there may be hate coming from the highest office in the land, but we love America. We love Americans. I don't care if you're an immigrant to this country or can trace your family tree back to the Mayflower. We believe in standing up for America and Americans, and we're going to fight forward, and we're going to show that fight in the way we vote, in the way we organize, the way we make phone calls, the way we knock on doors. And I'm telling you this right now, if we band together in that way, we are going to turn this county into a beautiful shade of blue. It's time for Somerset to get the blues again. Will you stand with me? Will you work with me? Will you be there for our candidates? Let's bring it home. Hold on. Hey, wait a minute. The Congresswoman just came in. Can I introduce her?
Sure.
All right. I can't tell you this right now. I am on one side of the Capitol. She is on the other side of the Capitol. But she makes so much noise down there. She resists so hard. Sometimes I'm sitting there in the Senate dining room like, whoa, whoa. Congresswoman Bonnie Watson-Coleman is at it again. And then I come over there about once a week. We sit together for the Congressional Black Caucus. And I'm always sitting next to her. She is, first of all, something the state urgently needs, which is more women in elected office. I'm embarrassed. I'm not encouraging anyone to run against me, but I'm embarrassed. The only woman we have in our delegation right now is the Congresswoman. But this is going to change in 2018. It is going to change in 2018. I would like to bring forward to the microphone right now a woman who is truly emerging as one of the great young leaders. I say young leaders, that's her spirit, that's her energy. She is the great, yes, I said young. Come on. Age is just a number, youth is a spirit. She has brought energy and excitement down to Washington, D.C. Her peers and her colleagues down there revere her words. She is one of the most ardent resistors in Washington, D.C. She is my friend. She is my sister. She is our Congresswoman. I bring to you Bonnie Watson-Coleman.
Hillary Clinton was double digits up. We knew we were going to win this thing. We were so excited. We had energy. And look what happened. And so we got a gubernatorial candidate and a LG candidate, and they're double digits up. And we're 3 days away, 2 days away. So I know New Jersey did the right thing last year. New Jersey's going to do the right thing this year. 8 years ago, we had a little blip on the screen, the radar screen, right? And we paid dearly for that. We paid dearly for that as a state that had a governor for whom we were very proud. We paid dearly for that because our state was downgraded in its creditworthiness. We paid dearly for that with education and for senior citizens and children and municipalities getting the kind of support that they should get. And we paid dearly for that because he was a big bully. And he did things which were, if not illegal, unethical. And we, as New Jerseyans, were like, And now, when we thought it couldn't get any worse, it's happening on the federal level. And so, apparently, the guy who's in office right now learned a lot from our current governor about all the things you should do to people you don't love. We're going to stop that in New Jersey. We are going to put a pin in it. We are going to elect a governor whose progressive credentials are verifiable. Someone who has worked very hard at looking at and figuring out what do New Jerseyans want and what do New Jerseyans need. He doesn't go around saying he knows it all. He's come to every one of our communities to ask them. And then he's put together a platform and a team to make it happen. This guy is so smart. He picked Sheila Oliver. Yes. Speaker Emeritus Sheila Oliver as his running mate. So he has these wonderful ideas. He's brilliant. He's progressive. And so is Sheila. And on top of that, Sheila has relationships in both the Senate and the Assembly, and she's going to work with these three people right here, Andrew Wicker, Roy Collins, and Lori Poppy. She's going to have everybody else with Joe Danielson, Joe Egan, my guy, and Bob Smith, and any other legislative person running in Somerset County to work with him to get the things done that support our working families and our middle-class families. And we have to distinguish that, because sometimes you say middle class and you don't know what you're talking about. But when you're working for that salary, no matter how good it is, you're part of the working family. So you need to know we're talking about you and to you. I just want to say that I feel particularly blessed and honored to represent part of this county with your great leader, Peg Schaefer. That I'm so excited to be here for Chanel and Peter and for their running mate whose name is Casey Alice, yeah, because they care about you, me, our grandparents, our grandchildren, and everyone in between. And then if anybody's running on the local level, their relationship to the county level, to the state level, to the federal level is so important. And we must solidify those democratic principles in the great state of New Jersey. And then we need to look. We need to look for whoever's running for school board and who's ever been speaking to the issues that are vitally important to our children to ensure that there is a globally competitive public education. And we need to vote there. And so Somerset, yes. Absolutely. Somerset County is a big county that loves their neighbor. And we're going to show them just how significant we are in this upcoming race. So come the 7th, on the eve of the 7th, when you're having fun at the rallies, and then you go home, and you have something to do, you're going to text, call, or just holler out 10 people that you're not quite sure about. And that's going to bring more people to the polls who thought, Phil and Sheila don't need it. They got it. remind them. Remind them what happened to this country just 1 year ago. Remind them the great opportunity that this state has to show this entire country, along with Virginia, we hope, that we're going to be moving in a different direction. And we're going to right side up the ship. That is upside down. And one of the leaders of that movement is someone that I met quite a while ago, and we become fast friends and close friends. And he's not what I hope. He's not a rocket scientist. He's some other kind of scientist. He works in pretty important jobs, but he tells us the importance of science in our everyday lives. And he helps us to bridge the knowledge that we need in order to make our communities stronger and healthier. He's a good leader. He's a great man, and he's a good friend. His name is Andrew Zwicker.
Hello, Somerset County. Sometimes life is really unfair. Sometimes you see someone in the White House that you don't want, and sometimes you find yourself having to speak after two of the most incredible leaders that this country has ever seen. And we need to thank Senator Booker and Congressman Cory for what they're doing. Because we see that each and every day, these two people show us what real leadership is like, show us what real change is like, show us what fighting each and every day for every American, not just some, is like. And I just want to say, on behalf of Bonnie's granddaughter, thank you to you both.
Future Democrat.
Future voter. What are you talking about? It's a future voter. So look, Somerset County. There is so much we have to do, because think about it. As the senator said, right? The eyes of the country are on New Jersey, right? What happens in New Jersey is going to pass throughout the entire country. If we want to stop what's happening in Washington, if we want to send colleagues to Washington, to the Senate, to the House, that believe in our values and work with Senator Booker and Congressman Coleman, we have that opportunity. But it starts in just a couple of days. And remember that if the eyes of the country are on New Jersey, then in New Jersey, and I'm not kidding, the eyes in New Jersey are on Somerset County, because this county is a microcosm of what's happening across the entire state. This is a county that was always considered to be a one-party county, and it wasn't the party that we are part of, right? And what has happened from every single level, from the council to Board of Ed to freeholders to mayors to assembly and to senate, we have started brick by brick, vote by vote, door knock by door knock, making a difference. And we are changing Somerset County each and every day. The eyes are right here. It's up to us. So I want to say thank you to each and every one of you who's here today. Thank you for what you've done, but thank you for what you're about to do over the next, I forgot, how many hours do we have left? 52 hours. Who's counting? For all the candidates in the room, I know you're counting down each and every minute.
Victory!
What'd you say?
Victory!
Victory! It is 52 hours to victory. So there's a bunch of people that I need to give shout outs to, and because people are working so incredibly hard and representing us. First of all, you know, after that lovely introduction that Bonnie gave me, I had the chance to take over, I suppose, the science mantle from a gentleman who represented Somerset County for so many years in so many incredible ways. Can we please give a hand to Andrew Zwicker, who's right there. And Councilman, there's just a bunch of people I want to get to very quickly. Councilman Jane Roboto, is she here? Jane, are you here somewhere? Jane. We'll still give her a round of applause. Our county candidates, I see them up close. Chanel is here right now. We have got to work so hard. Alex is here right now. Steve, where's Steve? Steve's in the back right there. I'm telling you, these three people have been working so incredibly hard, and it is up to us to help them because they are going to be victorious. They have done everything they possibly can do, and now it's up to us to bring these last 52 hours. So I want to say thank you to all three of you for everything that you've done. Mayor right back. Is he still here? Mayor? He left? Well, okay. The mayor's here who's just been a wonderful advocate for Millstone, for the police. He's been here. Where's Jason? There's Jason. Our young Democrats are just doing a tremendous job. I saw Joel was here, our state committee chair. He's moved, had to go on to something else. Who else do we have? Franklin Councilman Rain Prasad, is he here? There he is, right there. Right. I saw from the state council, Mike Goldberg. Mike, are you still here? There we go. Anybody else? There's one other person I need to, before we close this up, there's one other person who I need to really give a shout out to. Two more people. Gene is here running for Hillsborough Council and staff. Anybody in the community is here? Dennis is here. Let's see. Here we go. Right? So Dan, right here. Dan is working so hard. Let's get Dan in Branchburg. Right? Dennis is over here for Somerville. Denise King from Bedminster. Let's give her a round of applause. There's one last person I need your help on. She's not elected, but she is the brains behind everything that I do, and that is Barbara Golden, right there. And finally, I must admit, I saved the best for last, because I am so deeply honored to run on a slate with two of the most remarkable people I've ever met, and that are the next Assemblyman from the 16th Legislative District, Roy Fryman, and the next senator from the 16th Legislative District, Lori Poppins. And finally, we're here, which means we're all here together, which we need to, if you haven't already, go, where's our volunteers? Where's our coordinators? Right here. If you are going to volunteer, we need you. There are so many doors we need to knock on, phone calls we need to make. It happens right now. We're down to, I've been talking so long, it's from 52 hours to 51 hours, and we've got that. So I just want to say thank you so much for everything. And now Somerset County, what you see over there? It's time for victory. Let's go do it, Somerset County.
Hi, this is Cory Booker. I'm so proud to stand here with Steve running for clerk. I'm so happy to stand here with your two freeholder candidates. I just want you to know that Alex Chanel is going to do a great job on the freeholders, and these guys are going to be, this gentleman is going to be doing a great job as your clerk, but you've got to support him. We can't hope them in, we can't wish them in, we've got to vote them in. So please, give them your support. I tell you right now, Somerset County deserves this great leadership. They have my support. I hope they'll get yours, but no matter what, come out and vote. Thank you.
Perfect. All right, now, thank you very much.